Hello, hello, hello. I'm a PaintedDog and welcome back to another episode of our blog, of our farming expedition here in Silverrun. I hope you're having a lovely day. My day's actually alright, thanks. It's been a while. A couple of things happened. I took that truck in to be repaired and repainted, and yeah, it's done. So I think we're going to sell it. It took a couple of weeks, but yeah, it's done now. And I had a chat with Eddie, and he is happy to lease us a truck with a low loader. And basically, we can lease it and pay it off over time. So it's basically, we're still buying it, but yeah, we have a monthly installment. So that's good. And at the end of the day, the amount of work we use it for and all that will also come into play when we want to purchase it at the end of the day. But for now, we can lease it. So I'll get that done. And let's go and sort out the paperwork. Alright, everything sorted out with Eddie. We are leasing this truck. It's a Mack with a low loader. So yeah, I think this will be a good purchase at the end of the day. It's not the best truck, but at least we have something with a low loader. And we also bought a container. Let's just open that up so we can do a bit of logging. It's a 40 foot or plus minus 12 meter container. So let's get this closed up and locked. But yeah, so now we have that. It's gonna cost us a bit per month, but that's okay. Now this is the planter, that the tree planter that I spoke about last episode. I think this might be a good addition if we want to go ahead and focus on forestry. So yeah, I think we can have a talk with Eddie about this, but I think this will be a good purchase. But for now, let's head to our truck. Let's climb in, get this started, so it can build a bit of air pressure. And yeah, while we are waiting for that, I asked Eddie to keep an eye on this. Let's just head on over the road. I know jaywalking is a thing, but I don't see any crossings close by. So let's just wait for this car and this, yeah, these cars to pass. Let's quickly walk across the road. So they say this roller coaster used to be operational up to about 5 years ago, and then the owners, the owner passed away, and his family didn't really want to keep do any upkeep on this because it was too painful, because he built this thing from scratch, and now they are selling it. Just waiting to see if someone wants to take a look at this and take it over and repair it or demolish it, but I think it would be a bit silly to demolish it. So yeah, I think we might want to put a tender in for this and see if we can at least be the people to repair it, but we'll have a chat with them to see if that can be arranged. So our truck is, I believe it will be okay. I wonder if Eddie knows that. Oh, thanks. Wonder if Eddie knows that their forklift is parked back here, not in one of the parkings. Yeah, I think I'll come and get my oil from here as soon as we need to service one of our vehicles. But let's quickly run in here, and yeah, everything seems alright, so let's go. Hopefully this truck won't struggle too much with when it's under load. Don't see the train, so that's okay. seems a bit slow. So this might have been a bad purchase, but we'll see how it goes. So where do we want to take down trees? I think let's park up here. Let's quickly have a peek here. I only want to take down... Oh, that's a couple of nice looking trees. I might want to take down these small ones as well, but yeah, let's just see. But let me quickly switch this off and walk up to our... No, I'm gonna pull ahead a little bit. Nobody should use this track because it's mostly our farm and other people's whose land is close by isn't here, and it's not working. It's not a productive farm at this stage. Operational farm, that's what I wanted to say. So if they aren't here, so nobody should be using this track, so we'll be fine. But let me quickly go and get the Komatsu and start taking down trees. Oh, we are done just as the rain starts. So let's get this closed up. And I might just take this forklift up to the yard for now. Just so we can get this out of the rain, because I don't want the seeds to get wet and moldy. I think that might be an idea. Then I'll quickly jump on the phone and make a couple of phone calls and see where we can take the logs in the container. It might be the forestry area, or we might export it to the next town. But there might be another place. We'll just see which gives us the best price. Let's just park it somewhere between these trees. That would be fine. And get out. Skid steer. You have a cab, so yeah, I'm not worrying about you. Let's quickly sprint down. We already soaked, so it's not for the weather. But yeah. Let me get in the cab or the truck and make a couple of phone calls so we can see where we are taking this. Alright, I had a quick phone call and it will be the paper factory, I believe. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, it's a paper factory, and they told me so. Sorry, I just got distracted by these here. But they gave me directions from basically the co-op. So yeah, let's drive here and see if we can get there in one piece. That would be great, eh? So this truck is really struggling with a full load. It's about 44,000 liters or kilograms, but yeah, it's a bit on the heavy side, so I'm not sure. We might need to upgrade this truck a bit. We can always talk to Freddy and see what we can do about that. But yeah, this will be quite a distance to drive, so I'll see you. And we are basically here. Let's just see if we can get through this water. And yeah, I'll see you now. Okay, so that was not done. So they say I can reverse just to this area here, and they'll quickly unload it. So we can get on our way again. So the logs were a bit too much for the paper mill, So they said they don't really have a capacity for that, and they don't have really storage space. So they asked if we would mind selling to the old sawmill as well. So I told them we don't have an issue with that. So yeah, we can always, they phoned it, and the sawmill was happy to take the logs. Alright, we made quite a bit of cash from that. The guy at the sawmill said they will send it to the other sawmill in Elm Creek. So they loaded it up on a train, and yeah, they wasn't too bad. So they were quite happy with that. But I also, while I was waiting for them to unload the container, I quickly phoned Freddy and I told him about the issues we were having with the truck and the trailer, and he said we can bring it around, and he will have a look at it and let us know if what the issue is and if it can be fixed and all that. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, but I'm just driving there now to see if we can get him. He said if you can bring it anytime, but I want to get this done as soon as possible. As you can see now, the truck is moving, but yeah, it's a new truck and we're already having issues on the first day, so I don't really want to risk it. So let's get in here and let's quickly have a chat with him and see what's what. Okay, so what happened now? Eddie. I don't know why he called this place Eddie's, because he's Freddy. He told me that the other night when we were having a drink in the pub. But yeah, that's another story for another day. But yeah, Freddy told me that he took that truck in and he'll have a look at it. In the meantime, we can use this truck. It's another Mac. And with this trailer to see if we like this one a bit more. But he'll have a look at that. If there's anything wrong with the truck, then we can get the same deal for this. Because the truck is the same price. It's just the trailer that's a bit more expensive to lease. But that's fine. We can always do that. And yeah, he says because the trucks are the same price, we can always change. Let's keep this one if we're happy with this one. But yeah, he's also told us this one has a bit more horsepower. So I don't really want to take advantage. So if we were to keep this one, I will pay the difference each month between this one and the other one, because this one has a bigger engine. So let's get in here. It warmed up a bit. So let's see if we quickly drive that road again. Just a small distance from here. We don't have a container and it's not loaded, but so far, if you can remember how slow we moved in here when we brought the other truck and trailer, it will seem as though it really was an issue with that truck. But we'll hear from Freddy as soon as he's done with his inspection. I think so far this truck is a lot better. But we'll have a look when he lets us know. Yeah, so far I'm really happy with this truck, but we'll see as soon as it's loaded what happens with the power and everything. But so far it would seem as though it can cope quite happily with this. But yes, let me get back to... If you don't know where this is, here's our home. This is a lookout point over our home. But yeah, let me get this truck back to our farm. We can't go down here, so let me just get it back, and I'll see you now. And we are here. Let's quickly run into the house. Let me just back this up a little bit. I don't like parking on the grass today. But yes, let's quickly phone because we need a shed or something like this. So I'll quickly, as soon as we are out here, I'll quickly phone up a guy I know and see if he can come and have a look if we can place a shed in here. But otherwise, I think we need to have a quick look online as well to see if we can find an ATV or a side-by-side or something like that, so we can drive around a bit easier. We don't have to use a tractor or this truck. I think that would be a nice thing to do for us. Just, you know, something to spoil ourselves a bit. And then I think what we can do further, I'll go ahead and load up another container or two and get that shipped out. I don't think I will even bother with a paper factory again with the containers, because they take really small amounts compared to a container. So maybe the sawmill, but I think I might just send it to Elm Creek or to the container warehouse. They can always use it. So yeah, so quickly I'm going to go ahead and check to see if a guy can get us a shed. And if it's suitable size for this area, and see if we can get a side-by-side. I think that might be a good thing. There's something else that I want to look, but before I tell you anything about that, I first need to see if it's viable. But yes, this is what we did for today. And yeah, just getting myself back into the swing of things, so this might be a bit shorter and a bit more on the boring side, but I just wanted to let you know that everything is fine, and yeah, we might be able to get everything done, get a bit more steam going in this with our business now. So yeah, so I'm just going to check on those stuff, and then later this week I'll have a meeting with my brother to discuss the finances and all of that of a farm. So let's see how that goes. But I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheerio.